position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Oregon's offense will get the ball first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not...
Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Moore will throw. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it.
Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football team.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the UCLA Bruins offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, a winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Boy, did they have a big hiccup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Moore to the air. Oh, they're after him. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Toss sweep to the left. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gained a little bit of everything on that one. And the Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Off play action. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
And it's right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Finds his man on the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Moore will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hill. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davison. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB, because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it.
Turning it on! Stopped just inside the 25, will mark it at the 24, pick up of 10 and a first down. And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Casper. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Stillwater. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this morning. He wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive. So it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Moore to the air. Going downfield for the big play. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires left. He makes the catch. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the move, it's Green. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll toss it. Made a defender miss. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Flores.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Using the quick game. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
13. First down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Makes the quick grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make...
Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. The lone back's got it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw to him.
He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, UCLA. Defense putting points on the board.
UCLA.
The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got
Running room in the middle. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Grab behind the line. It's Harris.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
The sure hands. It's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got it behind the line. It's Davison. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Looking to get it in. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, I love these goal-to-go situations. Give it to your QB. Don't do any of the read stuff. Don't do any of this stuff that takes time. Go now, get downhill, follow your blocks, and get in the end zone. Nice decisiveness by the QB.
On the move from inside his, and he pumps it up inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! Open space and turn on the Jets.
And this This is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense gets set for second down. On the ground, it's Thomas. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Another incompletion on third down. The Bruins send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The hand to the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more.
Turning it on! Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Punt is on its way. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Catch in the middle, it's Flores. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Give to the backer. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Bruins will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bruins are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. They feed him again. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
You got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
Here's the pressure, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They were... their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football and turn over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The give to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Well, it's a nice positive play on the bootleg going to the right there. And a really good decision that time by the quarterback, too, because he's supposed to throw that down the field, but as soon as he turned around, he saw that there was just open space, green grass. Put your foot in the ground, use your athletic ability, and go get positive yards.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air, it's Coleman. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking left. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Perry. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Not exactly what you wanted on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal from the 13. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown. And this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to throw, it's Coleman. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Makes him talk to the hand.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
The Bruins line up to punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll leave it with him. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Off the play fake. On the move to his left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be